And if I set my face with setting spray, forget about it. Both are lasting me until the end of time. They're just amazing. Guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're talking blush and we're talking celebrity blushes, and I thought this would be really fun because I feel like there aren't that many celebrity owned brands in the kind of clean space, so I thought it would be fun to do Rhode Skin Pocket blushes versus the Victoria Beckham Beauty blushes, and I'm sure that there are a bunch of other kind of showdowns that I could do, so let me know down below what other ones you want to see kind of compared to each other. And we're going to go through the specs, we're going to do a side-by-side try-on, we're going to do all the things, and I'm really excited. This is going to be fun. I love doing comparison videos and I know you guys really enjoy them. So I thought this would be a fun spin doing a celebrity showdown because I know so many people love to compare celebrity brands. So yeah, I just want to jump into the video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this Rhode blush versus Victoria Beckham Beauty blush review showdown comparison. Rhode blush versus Victoria Beckham Beauty blush. Let's get into it. I'm excited. So I'm going to go through specs, then we're going to do a try on, and then at the end I'm going to let you know which I prefer for what occasion or which one is my favorite. So let's get into it. First things first, the Rhode Pocket Blush has 11 shades on their website and it has 10, I believe, on the Sephora website, and it's $24, which is really great. The Victoria Beckham Beauty blushes, those have 7. They have 7 shades and they're $42, so a big price difference. Now when you look at the components here, they definitely feel price different-y. Does that make sense that I just said that? I don't know. But the Rhode blush component definitely feels a lot more just cheaper than a lot cheaper than the Victoria Beckham Beauty component, which feels weightier. Now in terms of product, you get 0.18 fluid ounces or 5.3 grams from the Rhode Pocket Blush and the Victoria Beckham Beauty. They're very similar. You get 0.17 ounces or 5 grams of product, so you do get a little less product from the Victoria Beckham Beauty blush. Now in terms of finish, I would say that the Rhode blush, at least in my opinion, has more of a satin finish to it, and it is more of a slippy feel. It isn't fully full send dewy, but it does have like a touch of dew to it, but it is more of a satin finish, whereas the Victoria Beckham Beauty one has more of a velvety kind of feel to it. It isn't matte, but it has more of that velvety feel to it. It has kind of a luminous finish to it. It's kind of a natural luminous finish, so it isn't flat by any means. I would say if you want a little bit more satiny, kind of a little bit more of a dewy look to it, even though I wouldn't describe it as dewy, but you know, comparably, I would say that the Rhode blush is for you. Now the Victoria Beckham Beauty one it feels more substantial and it is more, in my opinion, pigmented. Like when you'll see kind of when I apply, I'm going to do 2 applications of the same shades. One is going to be applied with a brush and then one blended out with your fingers, just so you can see that the Rhode Pocket Blush is a little bit more easier to manipulate and is more slippy, if that makes sense. For me, both of them last pretty long. I would say the Victoria Beckham Beauty one lasts longer on my skin, and both you can apply directly to your cheeks and blend out. I would say that the Rhode Pocket Blush is slightly easier to, when you apply it directly to your cheeks, manipulate with your fingers, but with a brush they blend out similarly in the sense that they don't pick up makeup underneath or anything like that. The Victoria Beckham Beauty, when you blend with your fingers, it just takes a little bit more time, but it's not moving makeup around or making anything patchy, at least from the makeup that I have applied underneath it. I actually really like both of them, and to me, it really depends on my mood and what I'm looking for in terms of which one I kind of grab more. When I want something that is a more no makeup look, I go with the Rhode. When I want something that still looks very natural and has a natural flush to it, but is a little bit more of a natural finish and the longevity is definitely a little bit longer, then I go with the Victoria Beckham Beauty. And their shades are very different. So depending on what shade I want or what my mood is in terms of shade, then that also kind of is the reason I'll pick one over the other. Now what I want to do is I want to do some swatches for you guys. So that's what we're going to do. I have 3 shades of the Rhode Pocket blushes and 2 of the Victoria Beckham Beauty blushes. And I'll do kind of a swatch of all, just kind of, I feel like the palm of my hand will be good. So first we have, what's this one? This one is Sleepy Girl. This one's definitely my most used shade. It's a nice kind of neutral, not neutral, but like mauve-y tone. It's very, very pretty, and it is definitely one that, oh my god, my dog is so loud. It is one that you definitely, for me at least, I get like a really nice natural flush with this, and it is one that I really do enjoy to wear. We have the shade Freckle, which is another one I really like, but this one is more of a summer shade for me, because it is a little bit on the warmer side, even though summer and spring shade, I feel like this just works really well for just at least the tones I wear. So that is the shade Freckle. It's so pretty. These are just so, like, they just glide like a dream. It is so nice. And then I got a new one. This one's the shade Tan Line. Did I make that? No, Tan Line. And this one is kind of, in my opinion, kind of a mix of the 2 shades that I just showed you. So I feel like it's a perfect mix of the Sleepy Girl and Freckle. This one. It is just really, really pretty. And this one I have been enjoying wearing a lot. So those are the shades of the, I don't know why I swatch like this, but these are the shades of the Rhode Beauty blushes, and I really enjoy all of them. Right now I'm grabbing Sleepy Girl the most, then Tan Line and Freckle. I haven't been grabbing as much, but I grabbed a lot more when it was warmer out because of the tones of makeup that I was wearing. Now we're moving on to Victoria Beckham Beauty. Hand has been wiped, and we're going on first with the shade Playground, which is the one I've had the longest, and I just love this shade. It is so stunning. I will say, I feel like Victoria Beckham Beauty shades, their blush shades, are just so unique. It is, they're just, you always go, oh, I've seen that, and then you go, oh, but it's a little bit different. That's kind of what the shades kind of give. So this is the shade Playground. It is so pretty. And it's one that I just absolutely love. I mean, it's my most grabbed of all the shades that I have, of all the shades, of the 2 shades I have. And then we have Mini Skirt here, which is, oh my god. Right now, me and Mini Skirt are boys. Like, we're just, I'm obsessed. It's so stunning. And you can definitely see when I move the blushes, the difference in kind of finish, if that makes sense. You still have a really pretty luminous finish with the Victoria Beckham Beauty, but with the pocket blushes from Rhode, you definitely get more of that satin, a little bit more of a hint of dew. I would say that, again, in terms of wear time, the Victoria Beckham Beauty one wears a little bit longer on me, but the Rhode one surprisingly wears really long on me. And if I set my face with setting spray, forget about it. Both are lasting me until the end of time. They're just amazing. Now, in terms of shades that we're going to try on, I feel like I gotta do either Freckle or Tan Line because I feel like it's really similar to they're similar to Playground. What do you guys think? Even though I feel like it's not, they're not really going to match the cool toneness of my makeup, but that's okay. We'll do Tan Line on one side, so I'm going to apply here. Make sure my mirror is facing me so I can see what I'm doing. Just do 2 like that. And we're going to blend with our fingers first, and then the next application we will apply with a brush. And look how easily that blends out. It's kind of crazy. We'll do another layer, just so that we can kind of see how it layers up on top of each layer. So that is the shade Tan Line blended out. Now I can blend it out more and I'll go around the edges with my finger, but it blends out really, really easily, and it's a very easy blush to manipulate. So if you get nervous with blushes, then I feel like this is going to be one that this formula will be one that works, that you really, really like. Now let's go with Playground on this side. And we're gonna just do 2 little drops, and then we're gonna blend with our fingers again. 2 little drops, 2 swipes. Can I get it together? Now I'm gonna do another 2 little just dabs on my face, because this one is these blushes are very pigmented from Victoria Beckham Beauty. Don't want to overdo it. Okay, so now you can see this is the side with Victoria Beckham Beauty. This is the side with Rhode. They're definitely different shades. Let me do a little swatch side by side of them on my hand, just so we can see comparably. They're very similar though. They're similar, but you can tell that the Rhode is pinker and this one is a little bit more, I feel like, neutrally, but they're both very pretty. So again, this side we have the Victoria Beckham Beauty blended with my fingers, 2 layers, and this side blended with my fingers from the Rhode Beauty blush, 2 layers with my fingers. What do you guys think? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off, and we're going to do the same blushes, so the same 2 blushes, and we're going to blend with a brush. So give me a second, we'll be right back. First I'm going to go with tan lines on this side, so I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand like so, and we're going to dip in, make sure that there is plenty of product, and also tap off just so that it kind of distributes well. And we're going to build up on this side. Look how pretty that blends out with the brush. So that is this side blended with a brush. I'm going to then dip in again, because we're going to do 2 layers per side, and we're going to build it up. Again, this is tan line, so it's kind of in my opinion, it's a really nice mix of the shades Sleepy Girl and Freckle. Look how pretty that is. Just stunning. So now I'm going to clean this off, because at first I was going to use a different brush I'm just not even wiping the right part of my hand. I was going to go for a different brush, but I feel like it's nicer when you're using the same brush, because then you can see, you know, blend wise how it works, and some brushes blend a little bit different. So again, that was tan lines on this side. So I wiped off the back of my hand, and they really are similar, but like you can, this one just not even the right side. This side just has a little bit more pink to it. I'm gonna dip in, same thing, make sure that the product is distributed well. Almost put it on the wrong side. And we're going to build this up on this side. Right, and now I'm gonna take this brush and just go around the edges really quick. Yeah, that is both sides. So this side here, we have the Victoria Beckham Beauty, and this, I'm dropping things. And this side, we have the Rhode Beauty. Which do you prefer in terms of finish and just the way that they look? It is harder to tell on the monitor, I'm noticing, than in person, the shade difference, but there is a shade difference. At least for me, I can tell a difference. I should have put a lip color on. My lips are looking really pale now. Do a little lip liner. This is the Jones Road lip liner in the shade Rosewood, which you know is one of my obsessions. If I had to pick between the two, I would go Victoria Beckham Beauty, which I feel like is shocking to no one who has watched this channel before, because I just love that formula. I really like the Rhode Beauty or Rhode Skincare formula as well, but the Victoria Beckham Beauty just has this, like, and this is going to sound contradictory, the 2 words I'm about to use, this buttery velvetyness to it that also has really beautiful colors that, in my opinion, please, I hate that I'm about to use this word. The colors are a little bit more elevated. Hate that. But it does feel like the shades are more elevated than other, not frog in my throat. Am I okay? In comparison to Rhode, but just in comparison to other brands, it does feel like there's just a little bit something elevated about their shades. So that's kind of the difference there. Is I feel like, again, I prefer the velvety butteriness and that really luminous finish that the Victoria Beckham Beauty one gives you, whereas the Rhode Beauty gives you satin and butteriness, but it doesn't have that velvetyness that I really like for a really almost like natural luminous finish that is more my preference. Oh my goodness, you are so loud today. She's so loud today. Excuse her. But yeah, that is kind of it. I like both of them. If I had to pick, I would go Victoria Beckham Beauty. Victoria Beckham Beauty is winning this blush battle. However, both are frequently used. You really can't beat the price point that the Rhode Skincare Pocket Blush has. Like, you really, it's just $25 versus $42 that's a significant difference. And I really like the shade options from the Rhode blushes, especially the new ones that they just came out with. Tan Lines or Tan Line is one of them. And if I'm sure they're going to keep expanding. I do want to see Victoria Beckham Beauty expand the shades and offer some more options, since it's been a while since they've been out. So maybe they'll do that soon. But yeah, that's kind of it. Formula, Victoria Beckham Beauty, also a little bit shade, but the breadth of shade options, definitely Rhode. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.